Okay, so let's start with the introduction of Unreal Engine. So this Unreal Engine is basically a game engine, but now the Unreal is providing the best hyper realistic quality. So now people can use Unreal as an architectural, gaming, film, AR. AR basically augmented reality, where you can just project a 3D model into real space, and VR is basically virtual reality, where you can create a virtual world and you can see the 360 view of that. You can interact with the objects. Has anybody used this VR? Let's start from everything's from scratch. So before you have to use this Unreal, you have to download the Epic launcher. So we'll type Unreal Engine, go to downloads. Actually, let's see this first page. It's very interesting. So this is the project. This content you can find on Unreal website. The whole scene you can find, and you can explore what they have done and what they are using, the material and all, the particles. Yeah, and it's a 100 GB of project. So you have to wait for. So these are the field: the games, film, architectural. Automotive is the best part, that you can use Unreal for automotive. This also gives you the better quality, and you can create this a virtual experience. So people are now creating a virtual experience in malls and the showrooms, where you can just change the color of your car, or you can just modify your car and you can see it. The broadcast is basically live events. You can just use Unreal as a live field in on TV or YouTube or anywhere. Create without limits. Yeah, there is no limit of Unreal. You can use, you can do robotics Unreal. Let's open the first page. So you'll get two options: publishing license, creator license. Use the creator license for now. It's free to use. You'll get all access. So you get the all of access to use free assets, and you're using and you are not going to publish your project for film or TV. Yeah. So when you get the publish license, they charge 5% royalty on your project. But if using the creator license, you don't need it. So just download and open. So just install this. I've already installed. So, and you can try right now. So if you get any issue, you can just ask me on your system. Yeah. Okay. For now, we'll use 4.27. 5 has this different feature that you will not get it. Yeah. Actually, for now, Unreal 5 is for gaming purpose is good. But if you're using for architecture, it's not good for now. Right. So let's open the Epic Game Launcher. Actually, Unreal Engine is, I know, it's very good software, but if you see the Epic launcher, it is the worst software they ever had. Sometimes it's slow, sometimes it crashes. Yes, yes, I know the Unity. I started the gaming from Unity. So that time I have this dual core computer. But so if you anyone any guy who's talking about the Unity, you can win that guy using Unreal. Unity is actually a good for the mobile games. Yeah, that is so optimized. You can use Unity. Unity has so many good projects for architecture and all, but Unity is, yeah, the coding and all. The you have to the Unreal has a simple material system, but Unity has you have to write the code to create a shader. Hmm. Yeah, most of the everything is depend on the code. So this is our first page. We'll go to the library. So just add the version here. I already installed the 4.27, that's why I can't find the 4.27, right? So you can just create which library. Mm-hmm. So just go to here and add version, and you'll get the option of install. We can change the location if you want to install in the D or C. You can change it. Yeah, the library. You can install the library. I've already installed the library. The which library are you talking about? No, no. I thought you were talking about some library. There's some content in when you install na. It asks you to add some content. Just add that content. Yeah, just install. You know, no, don't need to confuse. Okay, there are some projects that I have already created. Yeah, these are the projects. No, no, no. Okay, so we'll go to the marketplace. Marketplace has so many free content that you can download. Don't forget to download. Every month they create some free content and you can download that. So go to the browse, and this is the free filter, create, and everything is free now. So there are only 42 pages are there. If you have time, you can just download everything. You don't know what plugin and the what content that you're going to use, and then you can but just download it for now. Don't see or don't check. Just download and install everything. Yeah, there's this twin motion basically like this Lumion, right? But you can create a interactive project in this. So before we start, I'll show you some of my projects what I've done for company. This was a challenge. uh, what I've done for a challenge, this Indian train scene. I modeled this, textured this, lighting and editing in Unreal. This is a meta human. The meta human, the Unreal has this meta human na. You can get the character, the hyper realistic characters, and you can use in your projects. The character, yeah, it's there, but you are comfortable with 3ds max modeling. If you go some different, if you're going to use your 3D modeling in Unreal, You can't use this fast modeling, but I mean, you are not comfortable with that. But you can do the modeling. But I suggest you to use your own software for modeling. Yeah, in Unreal. I'll tell you why. So you'll get their version here, and just you can open it, right? And before launch the Unreal, you need a library. So the bridge provides you the material library and the assets library. Yeah, I'll show you the bridge. These are software, the bridge. This also has this meta human character I was talking about. So it has 3D assets, surface, decals, materials, plants. So just right here, Quixel bridge. Go to the content and download bridge. Just download and install. Okay, so once you install now, open your bridge. So whatever you download from here, you get, you will find in your local, which is here. Yeah, all start. So when you export any asset now, before export you have to set up the settings here. Export settings, and you have to select the Unreal Engine, your version, and plugin location will be where we installed the C drive, program files, Epic Games 4.27, engine and plugin. That's it. This should be a plugin location. Yeah, you have to give the plug. No, no, no. You have to just once you install the software, na, you have to just single time. Yeah. Uh, okay, so I've already find the plugin location and just select folder, and now this will actually have to yeah, yeah. So, so basically, the plugin location it can be a D location. You can install in a D location, but you have to find the Epic Games folder. So when you're finding the Unreal Engine, this will be in a Epic Games folder. So this Epic Games you have to find it. So I've already installed the program files, but you have to find this Epic Games folder and your version, engine, and plugin. Yeah, the engine has this plugin folder. Yeah, and just select it, and now you can export any asset to Unreal. Okay, so you have two things you have learned: how to install the Epic Games and the bridge. Right, and there is third thing left, which you need to install before start any project. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, I'm already recording the screen. Yeah, yeah, I'm recording it. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. But three things you have to just know: the Unreal Engine, the bridge, and third thing I'm gonna tell you. Go to the marketplace. Yeah, and type here uh, twin motion, and you will find it here. Twin motion content for Unreal. Open this and install to engine. This is the third thing you have to download it. Yeah, this is also a very useful plugin. You'll get more assets, more materials and library. It has this plant materials and all. So many interesting plugins. I mean, so many interesting materials and assets. Yeah. So basically, three things you have to download it. Right. And now I think you guys all are working in 3ds Max, right? Right. So there is plugin which is good for Unreal. You can actually, if you're using this V-Ray or Corona material, somebody joined. Acha. Someone joined. I know him. Okay. So if you're using 3ds Max, then you have up. Okay. So there is this plugin called the Data Smith. Yeah. So if you're using a V-Ray material, Corona material, and then actually, yeah. So if you're using the data smith, you can directly import the V-Ray material and the Corona material. Yeah, you don't need to convert it. And how do you gonna? I mean, how do you find this plugin? Just type here Unreal. I mean 3ds Max Data Smith. Okay, so Data Smith exporter plugin here. So you'll get for 3ds Max, SketchUp, Revit. There's so many software. This is you have to install for 3ds Max. Yeah. Yeah, then you can export it. So select your version 4.27 and download. So just open it and install. This is a simple plugin which you can actually I can do this. Actually I've already installed now. So this is showing me a finish. If you want me to do uninstall and then install, I can do that. Because you said this, we are from LKG. I'm assuming you're from. Yeah, yeah. So the data smith and the bridge, you can get it. Yeah. That's the only thing before you have to install and download it before start any project. Right. But I'm using Blender for now. Actually, I've installed both software. I have both software 3ds Max and Data Smith. I mean, sorry, Blender and 3ds Max. Blender is actually very interesting software. This also has library and the rendering engine is so fast. You know about the OptiX? It's the latest rendering thing. It's a denoiser basically. So in a few samples you get the more brilliant and actually more hyper realistic output. Huh. Hmm. No, I don't know what 3ds Max already have done this. No, 3ds Max has not done this. If you want to about, hmm if you want to read about the OptiX, what is OptiX? You can just type OptiX denoiser, and you can go to the NVIDIA site and you can check. But it's not showing denoise with OptiX and Maya. I think the Maya you can use OptiX, but I think 3ds Max doesn't have this feature for now. Yeah. But I'm not gonna use this Blender for now. I'll just open the 3ds Max. Okay, so let me just repeat everything again. So we got the Unreal and we have to download the bridge from other website and the data smith content, I mean the twin motion content, that you have to get it from the marketplace, Unreal marketplace. Three things you have to download it. Okay, so I've already installed the data smith. You can find it here when I'm going to export now. Just export and export. This is the U data smith file. So if you are seeing this export thing, it means you have already downloaded and installed the data smith. Anything to ask? Okay. Okay, let's launch our first Unreal project. You can contact it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. You got so many. You're gonna have so many doubts. Yeah, so you can just ask on WhatsApp. Hmm. So this is our first window, which you are going to see, and this is game template, film template. Each template has different things, different content, and different settings. Yeah. So you guys are from architectural field. So this already gives you the architectural and DJ construction template. Just click on this and next. And now you see the archways, HoloLens viewer. There's also many content you can check and see. They already done the handled AR actually project. There's also AR template. You can check how they have done or how what the content is there. Right. So you have to use a blank scene. Don't create any other scene. Don't make. Just select the blank scene and next. It will ask you to add the content with the starter content, no content. Just select no starter content. Don't add any in starter content. The ray tracing feature which I told you now, that ray tracing is like a real time rendering and unreal. So for now we are not going to use this ray tracing because this is advanced feature. We'll see this later. So let's create a class one and create it. Also, the reason is to select the architectural project, that you get the option of to import the data smith content. If you select any other film or games, you won't get the import data smith in Unreal. Okay, so sometimes showing a loading and this will show you the shader compiling. So shader compile is depend on your processor. Yeah, if you have this good processor, then it is gonna fastly compiling shader. Yeah, this is depend on the CPU. And before do anything, just make sure the compile shader has done. Also, you're seeing, so whatever you're seeing here now, actually I modified the UI. I'll just reset it because you're not gonna see this UI. So load layout, I mean default layout. So you guys are gonna see this UI. So when you select this, so we already select this architectural template. This give you a sun and sky. Yeah. So this sun and sky, it has this solar time, month, day. If I change the solar type, it will change the lighting. So in a viewport, it is simple to use, just like you play a game, na WASD, just to move forward and back and left to right. So use WASD to move in the scene. But when you're moving in a scene, you have to hold the right click. So just hold the right click and like play a game WASD, you can rotate around and move around. Like you have played I think this mission called GTA Vice City has the chopper mission, na? It was so difficult, but you will get it. So if you have played that mission, it's easy to use Unreal. Yeah, and this button, the Q and E, in between of W, Q and E. So Q is to go down and E is go to up. Yeah, if you want on the same shot, on the same location, you want to just little up, just press E and Q, right? But you have to hold the right click. Every time you are using WSD, Q and E, you have to hold the right click. Right. Right click for moving or going anywhere in the scene. I'm using WSD now. So right now I'm holding the right click. Right. That's why I'm able to move forward in that. And if you don't want to use this WSD and you want to go up and down, so if you hold the scroll down, so you can up and go up and down using the scroll. So yeah, so you have to press it and you can use it. And without WSD, you can just use the left click to simple go forward, left, right, anywhere. Just a left click. So there's so many options to use the, yeah. But I prefer WSD because it's fast. And you can control actually the speed here. You have this camera option, the camera speed. If you want, see, right now I'm this fast now. If I want to this make this slow, make it 1, so it's now slow. Yeah, it's the top right corner, this camera speed. Yeah, if you hover the mouse cursor on here, this, it will show you the camera speed. Yeah, and if I make this 8, now it's too fast. So like if you're creating a big city or like so big scene, so this will help you to, yeah, yeah. And people are also creating a whole earth in Unreal. Yeah. Okay, let's make this 4. Yeah, it's a default 4. Okay. So if you see the menu, file, edit window, it is few menu, doesn't have so many menus like 3D 3ds Max. Yeah, 3ds Max, so many menus and so many options are there. It's easy to understand this Unreal UI. It's actually very simple UI. Okay, so like in a Max use, that you will, that I'll not tell you. Let's make this a suspense. Yeah, but I don't want keep you guys see as a like so difficult. It's not a difficult software. It is easy. Yeah. So this is the play sector, like you see in a Max, like you create a box and you have so many shapes in that. You get the camera. Let's open 3ds Max now. So 3ds Max we see box, sphere, cylinder, torus, teapot, standard primitive, extended primitives, different things. And if we go here, we see a line, we see a lights, we see camera, right? So this is same thing in Unreal, called the play sector. Yeah. So if you see the shapes, it has shapes, lights has lights, cinematic has cameras, visual effects are some particles. Yeah. So it's same as this Max has. Yeah. So this is the first panel that you gonna use this. So if I use gonna the sphere, just drop it here and use it. Drag and drop, just simple drag and drop. Max you have to create it, right? But you can't create in that. You have to just drag and drop. Yeah. But okay. So if you want to create your custom box, this has this geometry. Yeah. So like you want to create a custom shape of a box or cone or cylinder, just drag and drop it, and when you click it, you can select the polys. If you see, you can select the polys like this, and I can wait. Actually, don't do this right now. This is going to advance for you. I'm gonna delete this. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. So yeah, this has this. If you this custom shapes that you can create here from here, and the volumes. There's some advanced thing that they use in games, and also few things we are going to use, like light mass impotence volume we are going to use, and some of volumes. Yeah, correct time virtual texture. Yeah, so it's more like a 3ds Max. You see shapes, lights, cinematic. So cinematic has this sine camera actor. Yeah, just drag and drop. Yeah, visual effects. So what they have, they have this like volumetric cloud. I'll just drag and drop, and you'll see the clouds. Yeah, there are some visual effects, and this also has this post process volume. This is more like you do changes in Photoshop, uh, like it's a simple actually. You just use this exposure, brightness, contrast, hue, saturation, that you can yeah. So like in the Corona render, you do in a last. Yeah, you change the bloom, you add the bloom, you use the grade part, hue, saturation, brightness, contrast. Yeah. So for that thing, you can use this post process volume. Yeah. So if I see my scene, whatever it's in the scene, it is called the world outliner. World outliner. If I have this box, I can see this box here. This says volumetric cloud. Yeah, yeah, this Unreal has this layer system also. Yeah, but this is also advanced that we'll do later. Yeah, yeah, Unreal has this layer feature. The exponential fog. You guys know. I think you don't use in 3ds Max. Yeah, the height fog, as we see in our natural environment, we see a fog in exterior. Okay, so what's the fog is? See, if I increase the fog density, you can't see in this. I have to open a scene. Okay, let it be. But the fog has this that you're going to use in exterior. Yeah. Play restart. You can delete it. It's not necessary for now. So this has this camera, cube, exponential fog, floor, and all. Okay. So I have put it a camera here, but I can't see from the camera. If I select the camera, I see a preview here. But I want to see this view from the camera. So go to the perspective. Yeah, go to the perspective. This has this top, bottom, left, right, like the in 3ds Max. You see here now. Perspective, you see the top, bottom, front, left. Yeah. So it's the same thing. You see top, bottom, left, right, and there is this placed camera which I've already placed. Just click it. Yeah. So now everything's saying it is from the camera view. Yeah. And I have to, if I want to, want the perspective view, just use this button. Yeah. So I have exited from the camera. Now I'm into perspective. No, there is no shortcut for now. You have to use it, this sign place camera actor, and remove it. Yeah. I know the Max has this feature, you press the C and you just move to the camera. Yeah, but no. Unreal doesn't have this feature. Yeah, so you see almost a similar feature like 3ds Max. You see shapes, you can put lights, you can put a point light. I just leave the sun and sky, volumetric clouds. I'll put some lights. I can put some rectangle light, skylight, directional light, right? And you have this HDRI backdrop feature. Like you put in max now, you press 8 and put the HDRI here, right? So in Unreal, you can just drag and drop this HDRI backdrop and you'll guess the HDRI. Yeah. And if you want to change, just assign here. Yes, you can use your HDRI, custom HDRI, and put it here, right? But yeah, I'm just showing you the features for now. Okay, so three things clear: place actors, the viewport, and the world outliner. Right. No, it's not modify list. It's a wait. I'll show you. Like this feature, है ना? If I create a box, so I see a box here. If I create a cylinder, I see a cylinder here. So whatever you create, whatever is in your scene, it's in the outliner. Yeah, you can see here. No, there is no modify list. It's not 3ds Max. Now it's Unreal. Hmm. No, you can't change the size. I told you na. This is a simple box. So if I the purpose of no, like the max is this length width, right? but you can scale it, just scale. Yeah, use your scale. I'll tell you this. So if I drag and drop a cube, so I think Max also use the same thing. I think WER, right? Yeah, so now Unreal WER, it's the same thing. WER, to rotate, to scale. Yeah. So when I create a cube, I see a modify list. But modify list, this has length, width, height, right? But Unreal doesn't give you this feature to length, width, height. Yeah. That you, yeah. So that's why you have to, you can do. I mean, you can calculate the height and weight, but there's this plugin which you can use it. There is no default feature that you can see here. Yeah, actually, but you have to understand the unit system of Unreal. Like, right. So if you see this cube now, this cube is a 1 mm. Yeah, 1 meter by 1 meter. Yeah. Yeah, this is a default size. Right. So whatever I've created, what I've drag and drop now, you see some parameters of the cube or a light, right? You create a box and you create a light, like free light. So your parameters here, right? You see the parameters of here. So it's the same thing in Unreal. You see the parameters here called the details panel. Yeah. So like this cube, the static mesh, material physics, these are the default parameters that you're going to see. So this cube, if I put a light here, the light, so you'll see the lights parameter, intensity, color. These are the detail parameter. Yeah. So you can change the light intensity. Yeah, and the temperature. You can change the temperature. Yeah. Okay. So place actor, this viewport, this is our world outliner, where the whole world, whatever I have drag and drop, whatever is in the scene, I see here. And detail panel, I see some parameters of an object. There's so many parameters that you are not going to use this parameter, but yeah, but it has this, you can't change it. But few parameters I think you are going to use, like transform, static mesh, material, and the lighting. Yeah, that's it. Only the four, I think four things that you're going to use in this whole thing. Okay. So these are this perspective button, top, bottom, left, right, as you see in a 3ds Max. And the same thing you see a Max in the standard scene, like this lighting, like this. I mean the standard high quality performance, right? Yes. So you see in 3ds Max unlit, wireframe, detail lighting. Lighting just show you the lighting. It will show not show you the texture. Yeah, the same thing lighting only. Reflection. Yeah. And so many things there. Also, if you want to see the passes of your scene, just click on overview. It will show you the passes. So you'll get the world normal, the roughness, pass. Yeah, so when you go to buffer visualization, it's an overview. If I select, if I want to see a single pass, just click on specular. So I see the specular. If I select the roughness, yeah, this is the roughness pass. But Unreal doesn't have just so many, those useless passes. Yeah, yeah. But 3ds Max passes are so useful, but I think you are not. We are not going to use these passes as the 3ds Max has. Yeah. So lit mode is our after. Lit is our final. Yeah, final output. Yeah, this is a default one. Sometimes we will use unlit to create a fast to create the scene, fast forward. Like you can just use it. So when you going to create a city type scene, it's a big scene. So your FPS gonna drop it, and you are working on a lit mode. This viewport is going to hang. It will get slow. And if you want to see your FPS now, just click this top down and show FPS. Yeah, so if I see here, I see 120 FPS. Yeah. Also, FPS depend on your graphic card. If your graphic card is not good, you will see some 60 FPS here. Yeah, so it depends on your graphic card. So my graphic card supports 120 FPS. Yeah. Okay. So this drop down has show FPS, and that's it for now. This is clear. Top, bottom, left, right camera view. Latest for to see just basic passes. This is if you want to just see the collision, you can just turn on. If you want to turn off the grid, you can turn it off here. Yeah. So this also panel is not useful. So you get this shortcut key WER just to rotate and scale. The same thing is here. You can just select it here from here. Yeah. And this is our pivot to change the world space to local. You can just change it. This is world, this is local. This feature, this fourth one. Yeah, it's changing, but my cube is already straight now. Yeah. So if I change it now, you will see the pivot is local. If I change it to the world, it is world, local, world. Yeah. Okay, so Max has this. This is our snapping buttons. This is for grid snapping. This is for rotation snapping, and this is for scale snapping. So when I'm moving a cube, you will see there's some snapping here. Yeah, it is snapping to the grid. So like the grid is 10 by 10. If I make this 50, I will see a more snapping, grid snapping. If I change this to 1, I will see minor snapping, and just if I turn off, now there is no snapping in this. No, this feature doesn't have this to align the with the object. Yeah, Max has this good feature that you can align with the object and you can align with the vertices. Yeah, right. So this has also grid snapping. This is also rotate snapping. It's now rotating on 10, 30, 40, 50, and you can change it any degree, or you can just turn off this. So now it's smoothly rotating. This is the same thing with the rotation or scale for the scale snapping. Yeah. So this is this clear? Okay. Now, what is different from the Unreal Engine is content browser. Yeah. These are main thing. This is different from every software. So what the content browser is, when you're creating a project and whatever you're gonna use, you can use any scene. You can't just import into a scene directly. Like in 3ds Max, you just open it. Yeah, it will come directly. But in Unreal, you have this content browser. You have to keep everything here. Like you have to keep the mesh here, and you have to follow all the. You have to also follow the folder structure, the mesh and particle. You can create your own custom foliage. Yeah. No, no, this is not layer. Like, okay, let me tell you this way. I'll just open the Blender. Don't focus on the what I'm doing right now. Just don't focus on Blender. Just focus on the Unreal part. So when I'm using other software to get the asset, scene or anything, I have to import it here, content. I have to keep here. So you have this import button, or you can just right click and import to this folder. Import. I'll just import, like select the both thing and open. No. You can import OBJ, you can import FBX, you can import LMX. There's so many things, but I will tell you as the classes are going, right? I'm just showing you what content browser does, what it helps you. So I have cube and a sphere. I can put sphere either, or I can put a cube here, right? But content gets all the data. Like if you, like you in a Max, you made a table and you don't want to use in the scene, so you can import into content. If you want to use it or not, you have to keep it here, right? Yeah, yeah, you just delete it now, right? You have to import it. Yeah, yeah, not, yeah, yeah, get it, right? So you have to keep the folder structure here. So these are the folders. If you see this, this is icon of level of the scene. Like you see a dot 3ds max icon, right, in folder structure. But in you see her main, you see a level like this. This is the icon. You can uh, you will get to know that icon what it does add. So this is the level icon, right? So let's say I don't want this level, I want to create some new level, new scene. So I'll just press Ctrl N. It will ask you the empty or time of the day, and let's say I just select the time of the day. It will ask you to save or not. I will not save. Let's save it. So let's say this is also a different scene, right? Now I'm in a new scene, but it's not showing in the content, right? And because it's in the, okay, and I put it a cube here, right? Now this is my new scene because I put it a cube here. Let's imagine it. This is my new scene. and if I save it, just press Ctrl S, right? So when I'm pressing Ctrl S, now this is will ask you to save the level, right? So let's say I put the name as scene 1 and save. Also I can change the folder where I want to save, but I'm saving here. Yeah, so that's what I'm telling you, that you save a level file. So now see, there is only main level. Now I see a scene 1. So I can open it either a main level or I can open the scene. So that's what I'm telling you. Content browser, you. Hmm, yeah, because Unreal project, you can't just create a one scene. You can create a hundreds of scenes, and you can keep in the content browser. Yeah. So, no. It will not hang. You can create hundreds of levels. It will not hang. It will just increase the size of the project. Yeah. So every time you are creating a same scene and you stuck in that and you create a new project, don't create it. Just create a new level, new scene. Yeah. If you don't want see this level, don't want to use this level, just press Control and keep a new level and put a cube and a light. Yeah. And Control S, and it will ask you to save a new with the name, and I name it scene 2. See, now I can open any level. I can open scene 1 and open scene 2 for main level. Yeah, just double click. Yeah, yeah. So we see a content browser. We keep assets here. We create a scene here. Yeah, and so many things that we create, we have to keep in the content browser. Actually, everything you have to keep in the content browser. There is nothing that you can just. Hmm. Yeah, you can import, you can merge, or you can also merge scene to scene, and you can also merge scene to project, another project. Like I have this project, I have this one scene too, and I want to merge this and another project, I can merge it. So, okay, let me just tell you. Right. Yeah. Yes. So the only the box and light will merge it. So like hundreds of folders are here, right? Let's imagine we have hundreds of folders are here, hundreds of levels are there, and I just want to merge this as light and cube. So if I right click and migrate, just I'm telling the brief, I'm not going in the detail. When you going to the migrate, it will ask you it will automatically find whatever in the project. So if this find a scene 2 or a cube or a light, this will find it, and okay, and you have to give the location and done. That level migrate into another scene. That merge in another project. So when you're exporting, you have to give the location of content. Let me tell you this also. So I've created my project in the D drive Unreal project class 1. These are my projects, right? So when you open your project, you see 5 folders: config, content, driven data cache, intermediate saved, and this is your project exe file. So you're talking about that which folder you have to find. You have to find the content, because content contains the everything. See the scene 1, the scene 2, right? What I have made it, scene 1, scene 2, that I can find here, scene 1, scene 2, and I also find the folders I also got the mesh folder, particle, foliage. Right. So this is the main folder content that you have to find it. Yeah. There are some extra folder that I'll tell you later. So while you exporting, I mean the migrate, okay. And let's say I want this AI test project to open it and content. Select the content folder and select folder. That's it. Now it's showing you content migration completed successfully. Yeah. So now this level migrate into the another project. Yeah. And now contents has hello. Mm-hmm. Yeah, who's asking? Hello, some. Acha, acha. Okay. Okay. So we created a level, we created a folder. So just right click and you can create a material, the blueprint class, the particles, and so many things are there. So that is this, what I call the technical part in Unreal. So these are all technical things. And if I want to create a material, just click it and open it. This is all not. I've created a material. This is also in a content browser, and then I can drag and drop into the another object. So content browser keeps everything: your mesh, your material, your levels, your scene, uh, everything. Yeah. So this is our content browser rule. And this is a save all button. You, let's say you have worked on 3 levels, just click on save level. It will save all the levels, all the content. Yeah. Don't forget to save all every time you create. You don't know when Unreal get crashed. Just save every time. Yeah. Yeah, this has a auto backup, but um, this not useful actually. That auto backup is not useful. I'll tell you that. Okay. So, see, there is a bug in Unreal 4.27, and each Unreal has some bugs. So, Unreal 4.27, this bug is there. So, if I click on this, the menu is opening for a second and just turned out off. And if I right click, see, I can't open it. Yeah, you are gonna also face the same problem. So, what is the solution? Just close it and open again. This is a bug. So every time you face this problem, just close it and open. Yeah. So when you open it, you see a level here, right? But I was in another level. You can directly open. Yeah. So this main level, na, basically, it already set some settings in the project settings that every time you open a project, this level should be open, right? But let it be. We will open it. If you want to change it, you can change it here. Edit your project settings. Whatever project settings are there, you will find here. There are so many thousands of project settings, but we are not going to use all of this. There are few settings that we are going to use it. Right. So every time I open the project, I see a level. That setting is map and modes, called the map and modes. Yeah, so map and modes, you see a editor starter map. It means whenever we are opening the editor, it will show my main level. If I'll change this to scene 1 and let's close the project, open it again, and I will see a scene 1. Yeah, this should be open the scene 1. Yeah, this is our scene 1. Yeah. So there's any doubt on UI for now? Yeah, definitely. But let's just think about like you're using 3ds Max and you get this extra feature called content browser. Yeah, for sorting the things. And you are asking for layers now. I will show you the windows. Go to the windows. Yeah, go to the windows and this layers. Click on this, and you will create a layers here. This is the layers same thing. So like I want to make this cube in another layer. Just select the cube, right click, and there is an option called add selected actor to a new layer. Right. So now the layer is created and this cube is already in this layer. So if I turn off and out, yeah. If I want to add this asset into this, so select this object and right click on this and add selected actor to selected layer. Yeah, so this into this layer. This is our layer system. Yeah. Cool. So this is our UI, this is the detail layer panorama. Yeah, so you see some options are there like save current, source control, modes. Yeah. For now, don't focus on this. Yeah. These are some advanced feature. This will cover in the next class. These are play button. When I play, it simulate the scene. Yeah, simulation like you made a particle. No, particle not. Like you made a game now, and you created the whole game, and you are seeing like this. But you created GTA 5 a game, so you have to play it. So you have to play, and then you can run your game as like GTA 5 or any game. And escape to eject. Yeah. And there is another, so like you see layers, you can also merge levels into the same level. This is similar like level. So like create a, I will just open the level. So I see a persistent level which is my main level, and let's say I created this main level, right? And I want to merge into this level or scene 2. Just select this and drag and drop to this level. See, now I'm seeing another cube here, right? And if I turn off the scene 2, so this is the level. You can just this similar like layers, you've made the different levels, but you see a levels to levels. Yeah, and this is a layer thing. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, we can merge. So you have to understand this thing. You made a project or you made a scene, right? Right now I'm using a single project, and the single project has 3 scenes. So I can just find the only the these thing what have in this content browser, right? If I made another project and the that project has another level or another thing, that I can find here, right? So because that project is different, this project is different. You can't see in the other project cube or anything. You're not gonna see here. So that's what I told you. To you have to migrate. If you want to move something project to project, you have to migrate. You can open any 100 of Unreal. It depends on the system. Yes, yes, you can open. Yes, you can open it. You can open two Unreal. You can open three Unreal. Doesn't matter. No. But make sure, like I opened this class one project, right? And I can open the same project again. See, if I now the same project is opening. Yeah, I've already opened the. Yeah, I open all this project, but now the same project will open. Yeah, see, I see two projects here. But don't do this because, like, whatever you created in this now, the Unreal get confused. Like, what should I save it or not? Yeah, so don't use this. So you can open another project. You can open any two three projects, but don't open the same project because you have the same project, same thing, है ना? You are there, you can find it. So you don't need to open it the same project. Yeah. Yes, yes. You can open it. You can open another project. That is fine. That is not a big deal. Okay. So let me check my PPT. We have set up the data smith, the interface. In the next class, we are going to use 3ds Max, Unreal Engine, and wrap exporting data smith. Yeah, that is the part of our next class. That we will import we'll create a scene and import into Unreal and do the rest of the things. Yes, yes. Yeah. This is almost similar like a 3ds Max. Only the content browser you find it here, which is different. And what I see here. So okay, let me just introduce about the blueprint. ना ना let it be. बहुत ज़्यादा हो जाएगा नहीं नहीं but yeah, the blueprint class, this will help you to create an interactive thing, to create an interactive chair, interactive. If you want to change the color, you want some custom controller. Yeah. And you can use this time. Also, when you launch your project, so right now I can just launch on desktop, and if I want to use this for Android or anything, yeah, you can go to the project settings and packaging. No, not packaging. Yeah. So when you launch, like you want to build this project for Windows, right? And you want when the project opens, this should be show you a splash screen like 3ds Max has a splash screen now. When you open it, so it show you a splash screen and then open it the 3ds Max. Yeah. So you can create a custom splash. You can change the icon. You right now you see a this icon. Yeah, so you can change this icon. And yeah, and these are some Android settings. When you build for Android, there are some different settings, like what the Android device you're using. Yeah, definitely. That's what I was telling you. So we'll discuss this later. Right now, just let's you guys just comfortable with the. You should be comfortable with the UI. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The next weekend we'll continue the on this the scene thing. Okay, so we can finish our class. I'll show you the drive link and you can just download it. Right. Okay, man. Okay, guys.